Today we're talking about how to speedrun your TikTok followers so that you can get to 1,000 and be able to put a link in your bio. And we also want to not just have anybody, but have somewhat targeted followers. So we're going to talk about 3 methods, and you're going to do this every day for probably like 10 minutes, and you should be able to grow your followers very quickly. So we're going to start with hashtags. You are going to write down a list of keywords related to your genre and books in general, and just brainstorm as many different phrases and words related to that you can. And then search on TikTok for hashtags of that and follow any of the people who look interesting to you. You don't have to be picky about this, but, follow people who are using that hashtag. After a couple of days of that, you will then have some people in your friends follow area. So instead of the For You page, you can click on Friends, and when you don't have a whole lot of friends, then it's going to throw people on there that you are not yet following who are similar to those people. So you do have an opportunity to find new people even scrolling through your friends area, especially as you're just getting started. So if it recommends somebody to you on your friends list, you probably want to follow them because they are related in some way to the people you've been following through the hashtags. Also, while you're scrolling through that friends feed, stop and like and comment on as many as you can, because you'll get more noticed. Those people will come to really see you as a friend and not just a friend in the sense of we follow each other. It'll help you to stand out a little bit, and so it's always a good thing to actually engage in the conversation and leave a meaningful comment when you can and when you're inspired to. As you do this, TikTok is also going to start recommending accounts for you to follow when you're on your own profile, and you can go ahead and follow those, especially if they show mutual friends, which they usually will, so you can start building up followers from whole segments, whole sort of communities within TikTok. And then finally, you are going to follow your friends' friends. So if you have a follower who is very well aligned with the kind of writing that you do, and we want readers, but writers are also readers, so don't be afraid to follow lots and lots of writers. Writers are great about following other writers back and being supportive, and all of us writers are also readers. So if you are following someone whose writing is very similar to yours and you have a similar audience, look at who their followers are and start following them as well. This also works especially well if there is a big name famous author who writes a similar genre to you. So you can find those bigger accounts with lots and lots of followers, and those people who like that author probably will be interested in your work, and so you can follow some of them as well. So you're doing lots and lots and lots of following, and most people will follow you back. That's kind of, at least at this point, how it is on TikTok. Very, very common that people will follow you back. So if you want to make sure that your ratio of numbers looks reasonable, you can unfollow people who are not following you back. Every once in a while, I'll go through and sort by the most recently followed, and then scroll all the way to the bottom and see who has not followed me back after I followed them, a week ago. And some of those people I still want to follow because I followed them for their content or they're a bigger name. But if I followed them just to get their follow back, then I will unfollow them at that point because I'm not getting that from them. And that way you don't get too out of whack with I'm following 500,000 people and 5 people are following me. So every once in a while, just go through, sort of clean up that list, and you should have mostly the same people who are following you are following, and you are TikTok friends. And doing this for a few minutes every day, I would aim for following about 50 or even more. TikTok allows up to 200 follows per day. And if you're not being too picky and you're not looking too close, you can really follow quite quickly. So I would say a minimum of 50 per day, and within the month, you should be at your 1,000 followers. And then you can switch to doing it however you like and following just the people you're actually interested in and things like that. But I definitely would keep up with also scrolling through that friends list and interacting for a few minutes every day.